Happy holidays and welcome back to The Simple Pleasures. My name is Laurie, and on this channel we find joy in the simple things. Today's going to be a fun day. We're going to be spicing up our kitchen for the holidays. My two grandkids love decorating for the holidays, so they'll be joining later in the video to bring their little elfin magic to the scene. They're going to decorate some gingerbread houses and then help me set up our Christmas village and bring some whimsy to our woodsy decor. We're also going to be making some DIY cake stands that are incredibly easy to make and will save you a lot of money. If that sounds fun, then I invite you to stick around. First, to get all of our senses on board for the holiday decorating, we're going to create a simmer pot to bring in the fragrance of Christmas. I just used what I already had for the batch, so I threw in some apples, oranges, and cranberries, and then I tossed in some nutmeg, cinnamon, and star anise. That incredible fragrance and some holiday music definitely have us in the festive spirit and helped set the scene for the rest of the day. If you saw my most recent video prior to Thanksgiving, I have the house decorated in a woodsy theme. So we're incorporating that aesthetic into the kitchen by hanging this woodsy wreath at the entrance. And then we're going to layer in our pops of color and create that Christmas magic in the heart of our home, our kitchen. Recently, I reprinted some photos of holidays past, capturing shots of my husband and his family and me with my family, and I plan to place those in small frames and scatter them throughout our home for the holiday season. Here, I'm at the coffee bar, which we'll call my husband's because he drinks coffee and I don't. I found this cute heart picture frame and cut his family photo down to size. It's a sweet reminder of Christmases past, and he'll see this every time he pours a cup of coffee. Each space that I decorated in the kitchen was done with trial and error. I won't spend too much time taking you through what I set out and why, because as you're going to see in the final reveal, I kept moving things around and making adjustments, adding things, taking some things away, until I felt we had the right combination in every vignette. It's important to me that my holiday decor in the kitchen also be functional. I'll be spending a lot of time in the kitchen during the holiday season, so I need plenty of counter space. The kitchen is always the perfect place to have the sweet treats set out too, so you'll see that I incorporated those into our vignettes as well. Here I draped some bells and added burgundy ribbon to a cutting board, and then layered in a scented candle and other festive woodsy items to the scene. And now I'm going to drape this gorgeous cedar garland over the kitchen window to tie into our woodsy decor that is spread throughout the rest of our home. Again, trial and error. This garland is super heavy, and this was the first time I had attempted this, so it took a few tries before I got the hang of it. I borrowed a tension rod from our guest bathroom shower curtain and then concealed it with the garland and some additional greenery picks. I secured the greenery to the rod with cable ties to make sure it stays secure. At the point I'm recording this audio, it's been several days since I installed it, and so far it is still holding firm. There are a handful of edible goodies that I add to my kitchen decor this time of the year. One of those is a living Christmas tree made from rosemary. I can trim some sprigs off of it to use in my simmer pots and also in my cooking. This one I found at Trader Joe's, but I've also found them at Whole Foods in the past. And I also like to plate peppermint bark so our guests can help themselves to a tasty treat. And you'll see I also added some cute store-bought decorated cookies that we'll incorporate into these sweet little vignettes scattered throughout the kitchen. And speaking of sweet things, my grandkids came over to help me haul out the holly, and I set up a ginger house making station for them when they arrived. They had a blast decorating their little gingerbread houses, and then we headed to the kitchen for their favorite part of holiday decorating, and that is setting up our Christmas village. It's so fun to relive the memories I once had with my own children, and now we get to experience that holiday joy all over again with our grandkids. Our little shelf in front of our kitchen window is just the perfect width to hold all of these treasures. And adding snow to the scene was the proverbial icing on the cake. I wanted to display their cute little gingerbread houses, and because I was short on time, I made the mistake of popping into a couple of department stores. The mistake was that I found 5 different cake stands, and none of them were exactly what I wanted, and they were all priced between $50 and $65 each. So I abandoned that idea and headed to the thrift store, and I found materials that I can DIY to make my own cake stands. I just used a hot glue gun and attached these clear candlestick holders to 2 simple stoneware plates. The total cost for creating 2 of these with thrifted items was less than $10 each, and they're perfect. And here's how everything turned out in our kitchen Christmas decorating project. Still cozy and woodsy to match the rest of our home decor, but also functional with a touch of whimsy. And we're finally bringing that Christmas magic into our home. I hope today's video brought you some of the Christmas spirit and maybe gave you some inspiration and ideas to incorporate into your own home. Thanks so much for watching today's video, and we'll see you in the next one. Happy holidays!